Imagine a battlefield where nobody feels fear, nobody gets tired, nobody hesitates. A battlefield where the deadliest soldier may not even be human.
For decades, war has always belonged to people. People made the decisions. People pulled the trigger. People carried the consequences. But that may be about to change. Around the world, militaries are developing machines that can detect, track, and engage targets with increasing autonomy. Not in science fiction, not in some distant future, today. Drones can already identify objects across vast distances. Robotic vehicles can enter environments too dangerous for human soldiers. Artificial intelligence can analyze enormous amounts of battlefield data in seconds. At first, that sounds like progress. If machines can fight our wars, perhaps fewer soldiers have to die. Perhaps robots can clear minefields, rescue the wounded, or enter buildings where sending a human would almost certainly mean losing a life. But there is a line between a machine that protects a soldier and a machine that decides who should die. That line may be much closer than we think. Today, most advanced military systems still require a human to authorize the use of lethal force. A person remains somewhere in the chain of command. But warfare is changing. A hypersonic missile can travel hundreds of kilometers in minutes. Drone swarms can overwhelm defensive systems within seconds. Artificial intelligence can analyze and respond faster than any human decision-maker. On a battlefield moving this fast, waiting for human approval may no longer seem like an advantage. It may become a liability. And that leaves militaries with a difficult choice. Keep humans in control and risk reacting too slowly, or give machines greater authority and risk losing control altogether. This is no longer a distant prediction. Autonomous weapons are already being tested, already being deployed, already reshaping the battlefield. But before we ask whether machines should make life and death decisions, we need to answer a simpler question. What exactly is an autonomous weapon? Because not every military robot is truly autonomous. Some are entirely controlled by a human operator. Every movement, every decision, every shot. Others can perform specific tasks on their own, while a human continuously supervises their actions. And a growing number of systems can search for, identify, track, and engage targets with little or potentially no human intervention. Military experts often describe these systems using 3 levels: human in the loop, human on the loop, human out of the loop. The difference may sound technical. In reality, it could determine whether the final decision is made by a human being or by an algorithm. Supporters argue that autonomous weapons could make war faster, more precise, and potentially safer for friendly forces. Machines don't panic. They don't become exhausted. They don't act out of fear or revenge. They simply execute the objectives they are given. But critics argue that war is far more complicated than processing data. A child carrying metal pipes can resemble someone carrying a rifle. A civilian vehicle can look like a military target. A damaged sensor, an incomplete dataset, or a single software error could cost innocent lives. And unlike a human soldier, an algorithm cannot understand compassion. It cannot recognize surrender. It cannot question an order. It cannot choose mercy. It can only act according to the logic it has been given. There is another concern. What happens when autonomous weapons begin fighting each other? Machines reacting to machines. Algorithms responding to algorithms. Decisions unfolding faster than any human can understand, let alone control. Could future wars escalate before world leaders even realize what has happened? History suggests that every major military technology eventually spreads. gunpowder, aircraft, nuclear weapons, drones. Autonomous weapons are unlikely to be any different. The question is no longer whether this technology will exist. It already does. The real question is, who will control it? Who will regulate it? And how much authority are we willing to hand over to a machine? Because once that decision is made, there may be no turning back. The future of warfare may not be decided by the largest army or the strongest economy. It may be decided by whoever builds the most capable intelligence first. And if that future is already arriving, the decisions we make today may determine whether artificial intelligence remains a tool of humanity or becomes the one making humanity's most irreversible decisions.